Right, hello, Ben Cowlard here, building another house in The Sims 3. Why did I say another house? It's not another house, it's my first house. Marvellous, first house. So yeah, basically this is the small modern house. The reason I made it small is because, you know, I'm not very good at building them. So I make it small so it doesn't show off how bad I am. Anyway, enough of the self-confidence. Here we are just sticking in some wood, stone stuff as the borders. We've got some fences going around now. I like those two pillars in the middle next to in front of the door. I think that adds a bit of character. That was nice idea I came up with on the spot. So here we are inside the house, letting a lot of good natural light in. I like that, especially with these two big windows, 4 big windows even. Just deleting the roof there. I hate those auto roofs. Anyway, yep, those 4 windows there. Going in with this carpet. I'm going to change that soon because I will soon realise that it looks ridiculous. Processing. Alright. Okay, so yeah, we're sticking in some sofas here. Nice corner sofa. Yeah, just getting that right. There we go. Getting a good glass table in there with a plant on it. And here we are looking for something to put behind the seat, because, you know, we just like putting things behind seats. Yep, eventually we find some art that looks ridiculous, but oh well, it's good enough. Here we are sticking in some red carpet to make it look that bit more special, but then I realised I don't like the red carpet, so I'm just going to make it a square. Here we go, with tiles, making it really exaggerating that modern look. Moving on to the kitchen now. These tops will be changed soon, the colour of them. But yeah, we're sticking in our, you know, usual stuff. We got the kitchen appliances, refrigerator, and everything else. Right, so yeah. Now we're thinking of changing the colour, but we're not really. We're going for the sort of midway bar thing now, which I think turned out pretty well. There we go, 3 bar stools there. Now we realise that we've got to change it to make it look more modern, because we like modern things. So yeah, it's all going black and white, you know, your typical modern thing. Same with the counters, not the counters, the cabinets. And yeah, and basically we're sticking some windows by it, so it lets a bit of natural light in, because you can't stick windows where there are counters. Here we are, moving on to the stairs. Taking away the rails, because nobody likes rails. They annoy me a lot. Working out how to put a cupboard under the stairs, and just realised that I need to delete the stair wall. But yeah, we're setting in with the paint now, looking for the right style. Yeah, that's good enough. Trying to put a door there, but then realising that for some reason it's too big and won't allow it, so we go with a small door, which is good enough. Take that forward, put the small door in, and then add the wallpaper. Lovely. So here, we're moving on to the first sort of semi-bathroom thing. It's like a cupboard under the stairs toilet, so your Sims don't have to go, you know, upstairs when they want to take a leak. Yeah, so that's good. I just like, you know, cupboards under the stairs. I think they look pretty cool. After all, Harry Potter was in one. That did not sound good. Anyway, moving on upstairs. Good, yep, keeping those pillars going. Trying to work out a style for upstairs, which we have found. Got some mirrors now, not mirrors, windows. Getting the flooring in. Now we're just doing some, you know, fences there. Nice glass, modern fence. And now we're sticking in the hallway, so we can, you know, it just looks nice going into the other rooms. Okay, so we're getting the wallpaper for the hallway. Trying to find a decent one. There we go, that's good enough. And there we go. 2 doors there, separating the master bedroom and the study. Nice and diagonal, pretty equal size rooms. Here we are moving on to the master bedroom. Red carpet, nice walls, it looks pretty nice. Got a good modern bed there with some good modern piece of art and a nice modern table, side table. Anyway, that looks nice. Got some, you know, table appliances, the sort of thing you'd find beside a bed. Putting in some art above that chest of drawers there. Nice and modern. Here we are moving on to the study. And I made this nice little sort of, you know, alcove of glass thing there, so I think that's pretty cool. I put a door there as well, so it'll make it pretty hidden. I was going to go with the, old style, but I thought, no, come on, it's a modern house. So we're going to make it really modern, and these walls sort of look like something out of a simulation room, but it still looks cool. So we're putting in the desk, nice white modern desk, good old deck chair, simple but modern and lovely. Changing the phone, and bookcases, bookcases. I like these ones, they look really nice, although they're very difficult to make look good. So I have done my best. Here we are, we just, the standard chairs that you'd find in your base Sims game with a late night glass table there. Tried to put some sound there, but then realised that, sound doesn't work near a door, and so tried to move the door, but that again didn't work, so I'm putting a chess table there. Yeah, with some chairs. I thought that turned out pretty well. Here we are, moving on to the master bathroom. I really like the way that this floor turned out, actually. It sounds a bit weird. I like the way the floor turned out, but, it was good. We've got a big old bathtub there. That's quite nice. Getting in the bath counters with some mirrors behind it. Although wanting to change the colour of those mirrors because I'm slightly OCD and I don't like the look of that brown. Anyway, sticking in a sink and then a toilet and then some toilet roll, typical kitchen appliances on the surface, squeezy soap and towels. Yeah, so now we're moving on to the floor for the hallway, just make it, a little bit warmer, I suppose. And here we are moving on to the outside. It's quite strange. I worked out that you needed to put the door in first before the stairs, and then it actually worked, which is quite strange, but oh well. And we're getting the little hedges there. Going in. I just realised that I forgot to move the bin in the post box, so I do apologise for that. If I work out how to put this up for download, then I shall let you move them. You have my permission to move them. Yeah, so just sticking in some trees there, because trees sort of look nice, but not too many trees, because it just looks annoying. So yeah, we're getting a nice sort of very silly outside table? No, it's a sofa. An outside sofa there, because it would get really dirty, but oh well. Here we are with the basement. I tried to get a spiral staircase going up to them, but then I realised, oh, right, there's foundation there. So I tried to cut away the foundation, but that still didn't work. Anyway, moving on. So now I'm making the basement a little bit bigger, so I can have stairs going down outside. Don't ask, I mean, in Supernatural, I guess you'll have werewolves running in there, but you know what? Live with it. I'm joking. Yeah, anyway, just sort of putting some concrete there to make it look more garden-like. Thought it looked pretty good, although I had to remodel the paving a couple of times, but I think that looks alright. Alright, down here to the basement, we've got, just sort of a mini alcove thingy where the stairs are. Nice glass door there, panelling the whole thing down with tiles. Now making another downstairs toilet, because there is nothing worse than your Sims needing a toilet whilst you're doing something and having to walk all the way upstairs to go to the toilet. It's just annoying. So yeah, I put one on every floor. You're welcome. And this basement here, this will consist of my favourite room of the house, which has just been built. Actually, not yet. It's about to be built now. There we go. The cinema room. This will be without a doubt your Sims favourite room as well, where I basically stick nice dark traditional thingies in there and have some good cinema seating. It looks more like, actually, I think it looks pretty cinema-like. Yeah, I think that turned out well. But yeah, we got that. Sticking in a big old TV there and 2 sound systems just to make it look cool. There we go. We're just extending that a little bit so we can stick a bar in, because everybody loves a bar, but not before I destroy lights, because I love the destruction of lights. Yeah, anyway, putting in some more, traditional lights in there, making more gold, warm feel. Stop spinning, you're making my head dizzy. Anyway, sticking a bar there with some nice old chairs and a sort of statue of, I don't know who that is. Might be Michelangelo. I'm not sure. I was never any good with art. Anyway, we're moving on to this very modern looking basement. I wanted to go with a classic car there, which I downloaded from Fresh Prince Creations. They're really good because they're completely free and the cars look incredible. So yeah, I thought if you're not going to drive it out, because there's no way you could possibly get this car out of there, then it might as well be a nice classic car to look at. So I went with a Corvette, because it just looks nice. Then it occurred to me, hey, let's stick a piano there, because pianos are nice and artistic. Anyway, increasing the basement to accommodate for a very nice room I like to call the gym. It's just, you know, it's a pretty nice room. There we go, sticking in some single doors, but made to look like doubles. Isn't that cool? Yeah, sticking in the lights just to make sure you can see, because it wouldn't be a very good gym if you can't see. But yeah, this is now looking like a simulation room. I think I said that already, but don't worry about it. Yeah, anyway, it looks cool. We're just extending it a bit so your Sims can actually get to the running machines. And then I thought, let's turn them around so they can look at the TV. But not before I stick a mirror there, because gyms have loads of mirrors. There we go, move it back, stick a big old TV in there, there we go, that's nice. And some sound stuff. Anyway, we got the mirrors going in there, because it's a pretty small room, and mirrors make it look bigger. Anyway, here we are, up on the roof. I thought I'd be clever and, you know, do a sort of flat roof there, but then I'm gonna tile over it anyway. Then it occurred to me, I haven't put any light in the bathroom or hallway, so I stuck in some windows and then put some, you know, artificial lights in for when it's dark, because your Sims still want to be able to do things when it's dark. That'd be a bit annoying. So yeah, we got some lights in the hallway. I stuck one on the end because I thought it would look cool, and then here we are putting some lights down here. Upstairs, well, very upstairs, we're at the roof now. I tried to go for something that would be at the top of my 2 stone pillars, and I thought I got it, but it didn't really look good, so I just tiled over anyway. This trick here is a pretty cool trick. Basically you just put little black fences on and it looks nice. Anyway, yeah, that's my small modern house. I hope you enjoy it, and hopefully I shall be making more of them. Adios.